Hey guys, welcome to another collection video, and today we are looking at the two different versions that were released of Breath of the Wild. While you could get the base game for retailing for $69.99, we also got the special edition and the master edition, and each of them have some unique things. The special edition, it comes with the Sheikah Slate case. This is basically just a carrying case for your Nintendo Switch. It's cool. It's kind of bulky actually, but it seems like it's slightly larger than the console itself. It is nice. I mean, if you are carrying the system around, it's not as convenient as like carrying a Nintendo 3DS, but the system is a little bigger. But it's nice. I'm personally never going to use it, but it's a cool little collectible item. Additionally, you got the Breath of the Wild soundtrack. It has some of the sound selection from the game. It doesn't have the full soundtrack obviously, but some of the tunes, it's pretty nice. You also got this little Sheikah coin. It's kind of heavy, kind of bulky. It's got the Sheikah symbol and just the the Breath of the Wild, the Zelda font Z with the Master Sword going through it. Additionally, we got this map. And you know how much I love maps. So on one side it's got it's just the overworld map. On the other side it's basically the scene from when Impa is talking about the history of Hyrule and the divine beasts and whatnot. Generally speaking, while the material is nice, the map looks very old and faded. I really don't think it looks too great actually. I like the material, that's for sure. The material's great, but the map itself, not so much. So one cool thing about this map, if you look ever so closely along the perimeter, there's actually some Hylian text. And prior to the game's release, they actually showed off this map, and a lot of Zelda fans actually deciphered what the text in Hylian said and translated it into English. And this is actually how the backstory of Breath of the Wild actually was leaked prior to the game's release. We basically heard the entire storyline of the game before anybody ever played it, just because of the Hylian text on this map. So while Nintendo was playing a little bit close to the vest in terms of revealing stuff about the game, I don't think they anticipated that this would slip out. So a cool little fun fact. So this was everything that came in the special edition. It's got the nice little bulky big box here as well. The Master Edition has everything that's exactly the same as the Special Edition, except it also comes in this other smaller box, and it's got this statue of the Master Sword. And I wouldn't say this guy's probably about 8 or maybe 10 inches tall or so. So it's a pretty decent sized statue or figurine, and it's got the little, I think this is the Silent Princess from the game, and the Master Sword. So this retailed for $129.99, and this baby for $99.99. And for only $40 more, I think the special edition was definitely a good purchase. And I actually think the statue for, I guess, $70 more, but including everything, was a good purchase as well for the Master Edition. So I think it's a good value all around. Problem is, as with most collectibles, as soon as they're no longer available, price skyrockets. Fortunately, the special edition now, if you want to buy it secondhand, it's still more or less around $100, just a little bit more. The Master Edition, unfortunately, at least in the US, it has gone up significantly in price. If you can get this for less than $250, that's usually a good deal. So, just to show what we're doing. Now, there are very similar collector's editions in the UK. And or in Europe in general, and for even though they have most of the same exact stuff, they are cheaper. So this is a case where you're actually paying for the box just to say you have it, this is what it's worth. So cool little collectibles. I always love the Zelda box sets, and whenever they come out with, I was surprised we didn't get a Nintendo Switch themed Legend of Zelda edition. I'm sure we might get a bundled version sometime down the line. But for Breath of the Wild, I think this is nice, and I hope they continue doing more bundles, collection, collectible sets with every future Zelda release. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time to take a look at more items in my Zelda collection. Take care.